D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I've read to bring you this video, and you can read them for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I'm gonna just read it to you. Also, before we get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? Now, this story comes from Deadline, and which is my favorite. And this is talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife, the sequel. Now, I don't know if you saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I might ruin it a little bit for you, but it's been out for a while, so if you didn't see it, that's your own fault. But they've tapped a new director for the movie. And it says Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel taps Gil Kenan to direct with previous cast returning. I liked this last iteration of it better than 2016. Man, was that a real stinker. But I liked it. I don't know if Gil Kenan will do a good job, but we'll see, because he was involved in the last one. So it says after successfully relaunching the franchise with 2021's Ghostbusters Afterlife, Sony Pictures is ramping up pre-production on the sequel with the film's writer and executive producer, Gil Kenan. Set to take over directing reins, sources tell Deadline that Jason Reitman, who directed the previous pick, give me a second. I'll talk about Jason Reitman in a minute. Will move into the writer-producer role alongside co-scribe Kenan and Jason Blumfield. Insiders add that the Ghostbusters Afterlife ensemble, that includes Paul Rudd and Carrie Coon, is on board to return. Jason Reitman, he is the son of what is his dad's name? Oh, I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Oh, stupid. But his dad directed the first Ghostbusters, which I love all the Ghostbusters movies, minus the Afterlife or the 2016 one with all the female cast. And the thing is, that could have been a good movie, but it was just poorly written. I'm sorry. Like if you like that movie, then you must like badly written movies. Okay. So, and I always thought that they should have made them like the original Ghostbusters, like made them their daughters or whatever. And they're like, oh, I don't want to fulfill my father's legacy kind of thing. Kind of like they did with the Afterlife. Which I thought was a good idea, but they didn't do it with the 2016 one. They just kind of tried to revamp it. It was just, like I said before, it was badly written. It was just terrible. Anyways. It's an absolute honor to pick up the patron pack and step behind the camera for the next chapter of these Spangler family saga, with said Kenan. Oh gosh, I just wish I could go back to 1984 and tell the kid in the 6th row of the Man Valley West that one day he was going to get to direct a Ghostbusters film. They're focusing still on the Spangler family, which I don't know if that's also a good idea, just because like I thought it was good for that Afterlife movie, but now I'm all like, I mean, maybe we need to just move on. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, while not much is known about the sequel, but sources say the plan is to return to New York City, very good idea, and the iconic firehouse made famous in the original Ghostbusters film. It is slated for a December 2023 release, which I'm all down for, as long as it doesn't take away from Aquaman. But I just have to say, returning to New York City is a good idea. I think that, that's where the first and second movie took place, and I think that that's where you should continue where it took its roots. I think even that 2016 movie was placed in New York. So I think New York is where it needs to happen. Anyways, a few years ago, my father handed me the keys to Echo One, and together we made Ghostbusters Afterlife, said Reitman. Words will never express how grateful I am to have made a film with my father by my side. It's now time to hand those keys to my creative partner and fellow Ghostbuster, Gil Kenan, a brilliant director who will keep the Spangler spirit alive. I can only hope to provide him the same production care and support that my father showed me. Sorry for my illiteracy. It's been a high priority for Sony to get a sequel in production after Ghostbusters Afterlife. The latest sequel is to the 1984 iconic film became a hit with its November 2021 opening. Directed and co-written by Reitman and executive produced by and co-written by Kenan, the pick opened as the pandemic was winding down, with strong results that included a $44 million opening weekend, and the film went on to make more than $200 million worldwide. After the success of Ghostbusters Afterlife, Reitman and Kenan signed an overall producing deal with Sony Pictures and quickly began working on the script for the next pick. Production now is being eyed for the top of 2023, with casting underway for some new roles to be added to the ensemble. Kenan has directed such films as Monster House. Love Monster House, City of Ember, not so great, and the last year's A Boy Called Christmas, never saw it. For Monster House, he earned Best Animated Feature, Oscar, and Golden Globe nominations for Monster House. Reitman also directed Thank You for Smoking. I don't want to go through all their stuff and who they're represented by. It doesn't even matter. That stuff doesn't even matter. I just want to say that personally, I'm glad they're continuing with it like they wouldn't, because that last movie was fantastic. I'm sorry. Seeing Spangler as ghost form, because what is his name? Gosh, I'm blanking. I'm sorry, you guys. But seeing him bring him back was so nice. Because he had died and they never did another movie. I just hope they can bring back the other Ghostbusters. I know that oh my goodness, I am drawing a blank. Bill Murray is having some issues right now, but I'm on Bill Murray's side. I don't give a shit. But I really hope that they bring the other Ghostbusters back. You know, I want to see all of them, or you know, I will be upset. But yeah, no, it's good to see that they're continuing, and good luck to Gil Kenan. I hope he succeeds, because if he doesn't, it's gonna be crazy bones. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Gil Kenan taking over for Jason Reitman, for the Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel? Are you cool with this? You know, are you excited about it? Are you not excited about it? You know, what do you think of Gil Kenan's past projects? You know, do you think they were good, or you're just like, he's okay, but I'll watch it anyways? All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Tell me, what do you guys think about all this? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.